Hi everyone, welcome to Data Integrator. This is Neil Kumar, integration expert. So today's session is on Docker download and installations. So especially Docker Desktop, it's a new version. So I have few steps for this. So let me just, yeah, this is the link, and if you want, you can sign in with your mail ID and you can download, or else you can directly download it. So currently Docker Desktop is downloading. So once it's downloaded, you can install it in your Windows 11. So I'm using Windows 11 system. So Docker really helps in installing our different integration server. So I'm mainly focusing on web methods. It's an integration tool. So I'll just show you the step-by-step method, how I achieved it. Okay, I think our Docker installation is done. Let me just go through the downloads. Okay, yeah. So this is the icon. You can see Docker Desktop installer. So what you need to do, you just need to double click on that. It will ask for like the permission as an administrator. So it will just take some time. You need to just allow that. You can see that Docker symbol. So it's initializing. So add shortcut to desktop or use WSL2 instead of Hyper-V. The recommended setting, you can keep it. If you want, you can keep it as shortcut to desktop also. Usually this Docker desktop, it's a licensed version for our corporate companies. Many companies are using it. So if not, like Docker engine is also a separate thing, you can install it. But for Windows system, Docker desktop is comfortable. You can control all containers. You can see the user interface is really good. It will help you to check the analytics and the status of containers, images. So this is the actual. It's a simple process. We just need to. I'll just paste all these things in description thing. Sorry. You just need to download our desktop from this link, install it, and restart the system. So it's a few important steps. Further, so it will just take some time, and after this we need to restart our system once this is done. So you can actually see like what actually we can do with these dockers. So for the developers, you can actually get all the documentation, training, community will be there. So nowadays, dockers are really helpful. They are actually mandatory. So for the local development stack, you can actually develop all the services locally in our system itself. You can use this document. So as I mentioned, like I'm a webmethods expert, so I'm starting using webmethods products. So this is the advantage of with the Docker. So I have already logged in with our hub. So if you sign in with your account, so you will have access to Docker Hub also. From here, whatever Docker's available to you. Software is a part of like so the Peters company. So what I'll do usually, whatever components you want to install is Docker. So the advantage with this Docker is the container, the image files will be like they can upload with this from the central. So you can just pull out the latest one. You can pull the latest one and you can start the container and all this analytics you can see in Docker. That's where it's helpful for me. So if you want, all the softwareag components will be available to us, like API gateway trial version, developer. So let me show you like the advantage. I have the old installations like the normal one. You can have installer and usually you will be installing all the components. This is an image file of methods. These are the licenses available to that. So it's one kind of like old installation what we do with the image file. With this Docker, so I think this is done. So it will ask for the restart once that is done. So let me just restart the system. Yeah, welcome back. I just restarted my system. So what I'm doing is in the D drive. So I'm just keeping web methods wm docker. So this is the folder I'm going to work. So I'm just opening my PowerShell. So Windows PowerShell. So you can check like I'll just go to this directory wm cdwm and less okay cd tab wm docker. So this is the folder. I'm just installing my methods components so one by one. So you can actually check whether the Docker is installed or not. So Docker -v. So you can see. So if you see, if you're able to see like the version 25.03, that means your Docker is installed correctly, and you can see the desktop version. I added a shortcut. So let me just see. Just close this. It's popping up every time. So desktop. So this is a Docker desktop for us. So just loading. Yes. Okay. Accept. It will basically ask for the subscription, everything. So I already have an account. So it will ask like what kind of you want, like like your designation or student or something. So if you want, you can specify for work purpose. Yeah. So this is how it looks, the Docker desktop. So Docker engine will be there. So on the Docker engine, they have built this UI. And this is licensed version and it's limited for the users, like independent users who want to use. But this is more comfortable. comparing to other thing. So it still loads. So meanwhile, what I do, uh, I will show you. Software easy. Yeah, this is a link. I'll show you like how I install software easy API gateway. It's a web methods API gateway trial version, so you can actually see. So how to use this image? They will give all the things. You can copy it. Yes, you can see the containers, images, volumes, bills. I think I've already logged in, so I'll have. Okay, yeah. In the background, what we'll do, we can give this. So I have copied this command, like docker pull command for this web methods API gateway. It's a part of software AG web method. So I just want to pull this API gateway. I'm getting a error saying okay. Let me trial again. API gateway trial. I'm still getting the same response. I do. Maybe the version is not picking up. Usually it will pick up. Okay, let me try this. Yes. So previously, like when I'm trying to pull, it's generally without the version also it will pull, but for this one they have already mentioned this tag 10.15. So let us see 10.15 how it works. So this is how it will load. Let us explore this. So engine running, so all these things will there. Settings, if you want to go, if you want a dark theme, you can apply and restart. This will be like helpful for our when you are working. Start when you sign in. No, I don't think so. Dark mode. Use the WSL2 based engine. I'm not sure what it is. I need to check. Okay. I'm just focusing on installing that. But slowly we can explore the Docker desktop, how it actually helps. Because when I'm giving interviews, many people are asking it, and I have used it also. How we can Kubernetes start Kubernetes infrastructure when starting desktop. Okay, we need to see how it actually need to use that. You are up to date. I think okay, still it's going on. One more thing I want to show you is Docker Hub. So hub.docker.com. I've already created my own. I signed in with my account and I have it. So this is a kind of repository. It's Docker Hub, and you will be given account also. You can check with that. I still need to, learn all these things. So that is a part of this. So still there. So meanwhile, what we do, You can actually see notifications, features in development, mm, resources. Yes, this is important. You are using the WSL backend, so it's managed by Windows. You can configure limits. Okay. So enable resource saver, some kind of saving the memory thing. Mm, disk image location. So you can have this location WSL2. Let me see what actually it does. Oh, there's a big document related to this WSL. Mm, let's check this. Okay, let's close this. If I have any doubts or some kind of thing, this is a Microsoft Bing, so I usually uh, go with this help of this. I mean, like a ChatGPT. Yeah, Microsoft acquired ChatGPT. So I usually start with the online. Need to see whether it's online or not. If you want the ChatGPT with the new version, like that, it's connected to internet or not. Better to check always, or else sometimes it will be like this version is like offline. So based on this, you can actually, I mean, whatever errors you got, you can clearly paste it here. It will suggest some other pages. Okay, it's still loading. It's taking some time. Yeah, hi. So now, yes, our Docker. So API Gateway trial is already installed. So if you want, you can. It actually suggests like if any vulnerabilities, like any disturbances in this, you can actually check this. So I'll just for copying and pasting here. This is a command level, so Control V is not. It will not work. So you just need to copy with Control C, and for pasting, you just need to right click. That's all. Scout quick view, like this will help you like to show like I have installed this Docker file. So like API Gateway trial from this, which is provided by the software AG web methods. So software AG is actually providing this image to the Docker hub, and we are pulling from that. The advantage is like if you see like 10 plus 10,000 plus pulls. So if is there any update? If any update they want to have, if they want to have any bug fixes for this image, the software AG will do that, and it will add this Docker Hub, the latest version, so that we can actually pull, and it will be easy to update our local system. So this scout is something like just to check whether the image just be pulled into our local system, whether it is having any vulnerabilities. So we can, if you have any, we have any doubts, we can actually check Docker scout. So like this it will generate. This Bing will have like creative and precise. If you put precise, it will take a lot of time. Balanced will be fine. Creative and precise. So you'll get like instead of searching in Google, you can get the main points. That will save time. That's what like purpose is to analyze for any vulnerabilities. Software new Docker it compiles inventory of components. Some kind of building things. Docker CLI dashboard. Yeah, storing image for indexing. Yeah, this is one thing. What? Let me just start the container. I have pulled it. So this is important. Like before starting this API gateway, main memory and the kernel settings of your Docker host are currently configured. Provide at least new memory. Since API gateway comes with Elasticsearch, yeah, Elasticsearch is some kind of like a DB. So we don't have DB in our system. So it's kind of uh, coming with the DB for all the API calls. So this is one thing important. This control, what I do if I have any issues, I'll just paste it here and let ChatGPT think and give me the solution. Like what? So this is how Linux like operating systems. Okay, this control command available by default. Use different approach. Meeting the WSL. Here's how you can do it. Open a text editor. Windows subsystem for Linux. Okay, by default it's usually under users. Find the folder and contain WS distribution. Inside that folder, okay, that add the following line to the WSL. Okay, so the command it says the command we have used is control is basically for Linux or Unix systems. So Windows it will not accept it. So for Windows we just need to go to this wsl.config file and we can add this one this you can copy this command, you can add it. Accept it. We started wsl please building. Okay, okay, that's what it actually says, wsl config file. Okay, this image location. So I think that location is not given up. The location is already there. Check that once. Yeah, hi. For API gateway trial, so I have pulled this image and for syscontrol I have installed Ubuntu Windows. Like if you have this Linux, Ubuntu I have installed. So in the Ubuntu I have given system control like this maximum count. It's updated, and for the parallelly like WSL config file. We can also search with this wsl.conf. So this file also have added kernel command line. This one also I've added. But anyways, I have in Ubuntu, so it's updated. The second one is the we have to start the API gateway container. So you have to copy this entire command, like just to remove the spaces. So I just kept it here. So this is the overall command. You see. So the command suite just to check. Docker PS will be like containers. Running it. So I gave that executed this command. So this command, like this command. So we need to remove the spaces, and we need to see whether the content is running or not. Yes. Now you see the content is running. Container ID. This is the image. Names command. OPT software AG 25 seconds ago. You can see all those things. In parallel, you can see this in. Yeah, you can check in the Docker desktop, and if you see the containers, API gateway it's running, that would only show running containers. It will show the running containers. You can actually check the logs also. You have all the things, view files. I still need to explore this, but this is the image. The size is 3.4 GB. You can see this is the image where you can see in from the open browser software is it trial. So this is the status of this running. Let me see the logs. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is our local system. I have pulled that container in local. We have something called hub, like Docker hub they have introduced. You can have it with your. You can log in with your own ID and mail ID. So let's see view packages, running containers, how it actually does. They have given 15 GB for us. Yeah, if you want to see the logs, like how it's actually running, so you can actually see the logs. So usually we have these logs in log file, but this desktop will have everything. Docker desktop can actually see, and meanwhile I'll try to see whether it's server is up or not. Mm, this is the login page. It's still not up. Let's see. What is the stats? You can see all this memory usage. Out of 15 GB, we have used zero point 0.4. Check for logs if any errors. Still, it's loading. Okay. Uh, yeah, our Docker is running. You can see the logs, and we have this localhost 9072. This port you can actually see from the Docker container itself. You can see you have these ports, right? So you can see this, or you can check the logs also. The default will be 9072, and administrator manage will be our password, and usually I use standard passwords for that. We will do a small API testing that it's working or not. So let me open my Postman for this, just to check whether things are working correctly or not. So these are all part of our integration. Its Postman is also loading. It's taking some time. Okay. Oh shit. My disks are full. There's no space on upgrade it. Okay. Yeah. I'm taking this sample cat cat fact ninja. This is about the cats. You see, you're getting the response. Fact, the first two cats. It's a positive response. So we are exposing this in our API, in our webmethods API gateway. So if you see 200, okay, you are getting the response code 200, fact and length. It's working. Now it's time to put it in our gateway. So let me copy this, create API. We have three options. I'll do it from scratch. We have REST and WebSocket. I'll go with the REST. So my cat facts. Yeah, we keep it like this. Have the description same. Continue for technical. Yeah, this is the URL. Sorry. Uh, cat facts. I'm adding. I will be adding the resources. Usually it's a get, so add it. Uh, from here, I'll just save it. If any mandatory things needs to be added, then it will prompt, or else it will just save it. I haven't activated this API. I'm activating it, asking for confirmation. So if you see, this is a native endpoint. Native instance, the original one, which we have taken. You see it from the browser, it can be done. But we are exposing this one in our webmethods API gateway. So webmethods API gateway will have its own gateway endpoint. We need to use now this. Let me try out. So if you see, you could not send. The reason being here we're using localhost 9072. Here the host is API gateway host. So uh, let me try with local host. Host. Yes, so the local host 5555. So if you see 5555, it's running on this. So it says, yeah, first of all, our calls are going into gateway, trying to access. Resource not found. My cat facts is an API. So let me see what is the issue. I can see the policies: data protection, transport, identify and access, request processing, traffic monitoring, routing. Mm, okay, we go to routing. Okay, here it's not taking this is source path. Let me edit. So remove this. Save. And also go to API details, resources and methods. So I have given my facts as my resource. I need to add that. My yeah. So basically the resource path we haven't added. So it's asking for the resource path. And also, well, that's this resource path is also added. So we ask like what is this resource path. So what I'll do is I'll keep it as it is. Basically, the system resource path. Yeah, can remove this fact. So it's basically nothing but system resource path. I mean, it will be asking it. So we will give like this till ninja, and this is a resource path. The system resource path should be fact. And the fact will be it is expecting. Saving it. If I test it, it has to throw error because I haven't done one change. Yeah. My web methods, we have our API gateway expecting my facts, and our system resource path is expecting fact. So that's not matching. It has to be fact. So I need to change API details, resource methods. First of all, let me edit. it will be small letter. Let's try to copy. So now it should give a proper thing. Okay, I haven't given any resource. It's expecting resource not found. Okay, yeah. So this resource fact, usually the call goes to like if you see how it actually uh, call will happen, the localhost 5555 gateway, it goes to mycat facts. What is mycat facts? Mycat facts basically an API. So if you go to this API details, the basic information. So this is a name. Owner will be administrator. I think admin details we have given. Okay, basic auth. Hmm. So the next step, the host and gateway and this API name. If hyphen fact will be the research method. So the fact. So I have given this and the policies in the routing. What it actually does, sys resource like dollar sys resource path is the like actual path is expecting. So this is how you get a call like it will go to the routing and after that it will be like response goes right through routing. If you want any authorization, identify an authorization. Let me just edit. Um, okay, don't need to have this. Okay, so basically, it's an OR condition like any one. I will have first of all now it's allow anonymous. I will go with basic authentication. So currently this one without this parameters also it's working. So that's not the case. Let me just show you. I will show you that one. See now with admin and manage basic auth, you are getting it. With no auth also, you are getting it. That means it's on like there's no authentication thing. That the API is not secure. It's anonymous. Anyone can access it. So there is no difference. Like you can access this catfact ninja like anyone can access it. There's no response, but we are exposing this API in our gateway, so we should have our access authentication. So it expects you can have some restrictions. Identify and authorize policy you can add. Uh, I will show you the basic authentication. It will ask for registered application global or default. I'll keep it as default. Save. anonymous. We are not allowing any anonymous. So it is expecting basic. This should fail because I have not given any authentication. Yeah. Now you see unauthorized application request. You are not allowed to make a call for this. So I'll go with administrator manage and I'm sending it. So administrator manage happen. This is for registered applications. Mm, registered. It is kind of services should okay. Documentation is also available. Okay. What is this? Policies, identify nothing, basic, keep it as this, or, okay, let me check. Yeah, got the issue. So basically, I've selected registered applications. So global and default is selected. Let me see if I keep this global, hope it works, global and default. I mean the same. Hmm. Global also it is not working. So global and registration it's not allowing, but the default ones it's allowing. Let's see. Okay. So what is this registered? Hmm, registered applications. Let me see. What is this registered applications and hmm, policies? Okay, mass applications. Analytics. Yeah, I forgot to show you like this analytics. You can see how the calls are coming to the API. You can have all the statistics, what kind of invocation is there. So everything you can have it logged here. View event with payload. So ID, index source, alert source. So this analytics is one kind of important thing. The tracer, I need to explore still. Yeah, this is one kind of uh, sample API for testing from our installation to loading, and I'll be exploring many other API gateway lessons. Thank you.